So what do the Fast and Furious movies have in common with guitar shredders? Honestly, not much at all. Thanks for watching my video. Actually, one thing I'd say that we have in common is family. And just like family, we tend to piss each other off.
Get the thing out of my way. No, I don't eat donuts.
We are a very egotistical and very critical bunch of jerks. But today, I want to share some love. Let's support some guitar bamps by shining a little bit of deserved spotlight on these guys. And what all these shredders have in common with the Fast and Furious movies is they can play so fast, you would swear they're breaking the laws of physics. So let's shine some love and let's get into the video. I just launched YouTube memberships. It would mean the world to me if you would become a member and support the channel directly. That's the only way I can keep doing what I do for you. Right now, the only perks are custom emojis for comment sections and live streams, but I would like to include more in the future. Let me know what kind of perks you want in the comments down below. Again, your direct support is the only way I can keep making music and making videos, and I'm eternally grateful. Thank you. Now, what's super cool about this video and all the guys I'm about to talk about, I discovered them through you guys. I do live streams Fridays and Saturdays at 2 p.m. Central Time called Song Suggestion Friday, or whatever the heck day it happens to be. You guys super chat in suggestions you want me to listen to and give feedback on, and I've discovered some amazing players because of it. So it's as much a celebration of these awesome guitarists and their talent as it is a thank you and celebration of this awesome community. Enough chit chat. First up, Matthias Eklund. I hope I'm pronouncing this correctly. I would describe this man's guitar talent as unfair. If I were to give a surface level statement, I would say bizarre, weird, outside the box. But if you really dig deeper, I think it's just him absolutely giving zero crap whatsoever about what anyone else thinks. Again, I'm trying not to swear in these videos. It's not fun. It seems like he's constantly exploring for new guitar tones in the weirdest, craziest places. He has amazing articulation that feels not like a fretted instrument, not like a guitar, like a fingerboard synthesizer. I don't know, let's just watch him play Amphibians Night Out. You'll get what I mean. The first time I heard this, I just had the biggest freaking grin on my face ever. What the hell is this sound? It's just like the happiest frog chirps ever, but it's like a totally kick-ass guitar phrase too. Love little frog guys. This dude looks like the world's most depressive Nordic man. Like, he could take the place of any dude in like a black metal band or a death metal band and just be completely defeatist about life. But he's sitting here playing the most adorable thing of all time. A little chirp. Then it has that 4 to the floor, that just simple hi-hat, and the absolutely boiled down kick and snare against this really fun phrase that's kind of doing, I don't know, would you call it polymeter? I'm not 100% sure how to describe it. But the phrase is shorter than what the 4/4 groove is on the drums, assuming that's 4/4 anyway. I love it! This is so cool! All right, before we get into the details of some of the playing, I love how instantly relatable, accessible, and digestible it is, and it is actually avant-garde at the same time. Locking down this very simple drum groove and bass groove allows the listener to have fun playing and experimenting along with Matthias as he goes through that phrasing. Not to mention the absolutely bizarre layering of that children's synthesizer toy and his guitar tone. It's just like, it's amazing. I love it. This is the greatest feel-good song to me of all time. It's not just the phrases, it's also how he freaking plays it, how he articulates it. It's delicious, has so much personality. The little wow wow. Back that up. Keep your eyes right around here for where the fretboard is. Wow, wow. Oh my gosh, I didn't even realize his fretboard is supposed to have like that perfect treatment thing. No way. I didn't think he was that much of a freaking psychopath about it. That's really cool, and I feel like that's still just a fraction of his power. Just like all that legato he's doing with two hands has so much taste. Like each velocity of each finger has a purpose and meaning. I love it. Either way, we're gonna move on for now. But yeah, Matthias kicks ass. Now this next band I would consider one of the kings of cheese. If you haven't heard of Dynasty, that means you're probably not European. They are I guess you could think about it as like a pop power metal type of band. And while they write relatively simple songs with something trying to be more digestible, their guitarists are absolutely ridiculous. Please forgive me if I'm mispronouncing these. Love Magnuson and Michael Laver, or Laver. I'm gonna say Laver. Okay, we're going with Laver. Guys, I'm so sorry I don't pronounce these right. I'm just gonna highlight the guitar solos on these because we need to save some time, but damn, is this some great playing. Like, it's classic blues forward type of playing as far as the old hard rock goes, like the hair rock. It comes from a lot of that attitude, and even some of the tone touches on that too. But again, the difference between the phrases he's picking and making them exceptional and fresh is the articulation. Listen to this articulation. Even some, like everyone's done that 100 times. I shouldn't say everyone, but you know what I mean. Lots of people have done that a lot of times. There's something so spicy and fresh about when he does that. I'm gonna rewind it. We're gonna do this again. I mean, great phrasing. All right, correct me if I'm wrong. I believe that is Love Magnuson, the blonde guy who just absolutely melted our faces. He has a fun way of phrasing in general. It's stuff that we've heard something close to before, but the way he paces it and the way he makes each note mean something. That's the one big takeaway I try to give to new shredders. Make every note mean something. It's not just the math of constructing that melody, it's how you perform every single freaking note. Easier said than done, but that's what distinguishes great guitar players from legendary guitar players. And even Michael, I would say, while it wasn't quite as immediately exciting to me, still so much taste. Just dripping with attitude and flavor. Hello? Oh man, the way he just so cleanly goes down that pentatonic. Ah, delish! I love it. Let's check out their solo from The Black. Great guitar harmonies in front. You know, diving into metal tropes, but not in a bad way. Good pacing on the phrases. Stank! It's stank, bro! Damn! Ah! I want to hear that again. If you just did that without any of the articulation, not nearly as cool. The way he hits the pinch harmonics, the way he does the bends, the way he does the legato at certain sections, man, it makes a huge difference. Listen to this again. Articulation, pay attention to it. And then, like, the two solos are paced so well off of one another, man. It's so good. Like, it elicits all of the way over the top, too many notes thing that happens in so much metal, but they do it in a, in my opinion, superiorly tasteful way. Kills. And the last one, Hologram. So, not overplaying this time. He's keeping it tasteful. He's keeping it, I would consider that like a medium-paced, medium-speed solo, as actually faster than it sounds because of all the little detail work he's doing with the articulation. That is more difficult to execute than it sounds. We're gonna back it up. Effortless. Need I say more? Next up, we have Mr. Fastfinger. I guess I would consider Mr. Fastfinger more jazz fusion or something adjacent to that, but I don't know. It's kind of rock, funk, a little all over the place, and he definitely has his own unique voice on the guitar. It's very gorgeous. It's got some stank, some dirt. It's kind of cool. This track's called Dorian Blast. Now, I'm gonna skip through a little bit again just for time and also for copyright stuff, but partly of what's so awesome about this song is that he sets up a slightly atypical groove that's still really easy to grasp onto for an immediately new listener. And then he expands off of that into just domination. Little taste. Little funk, little blues, touch of jazz. Great groove, right? Now let's watch him explode. What the hell is that? Awesome dovetail play between the two guitarists. What do I need to say? I wish I had more words. I guess I ought to think of some, huh? I mean, first things first, the way he chooses to massage that whammy bar coming in and out of certain notes, I mean, the way they both do, is just so freaking tasteful, especially when they're in sync with one another, the two different guitars with two very different timbres. It's such fun play. But then, like, how they're almost competing with one another by, like, one phrase happens and then the other guitar tries to do something very different from the phrase that just happened, and they somehow work so well in concert with one another. It's awesome. I love it. Just gross phrasing. Gross. I would just call it maximum fun. It is so good. All right, you've definitely heard of this guy before, Brad Paisley. Now, there are some people in the guitar community who know that he absolutely rips, but some people aren't aware. Considering how well known he is for his pop songs, I think it is an injustice that he is so unknown for his destructive guitar playing. Just damn. This boy is called Kentucky Jelly. Like, first things first, just the acoustic tone, but then the phrasing and cleanliness of that performance and the speed. Dang. Utilizing lots of open strings, but that's a lot harder than it sounds. Starts off with a theme, it just happens to have a lot of notes. Delish. Backbeat, giving you more halftime than you were expecting. The girls can start shaking the hips, you can lean into it. Meanwhile, you have this dank blues country guitar shred going on the acoustic that is doubled up on his Telecaster. We're gonna skip ahead a little bit to really highlight his Telecaster playing. It is so freaking good. Like, again, it's really engaging, emotive phrasing that's not just guitar wankery, for lack of a better term. Each one of those phrases has a fun emotion with it, and he's doing fretboard acrobatics while we're at it, which is always fun to listen to. But he makes each note mean something with the articulation. You're gonna hear me say this a lot today, guys. It's the big thing to me that separates people just doing math and people making music. Chromatic friggin' blues chicken picks his way up that thing, does the little frickin' gosh dang it. I hate how awesome that is. How often do you hear wah in country music? Let's be honest. Alright, you get the point. This song kills. Love this track. And last we have Moray Pringle. This dude is, I guess the best way to describe him, he's just one of those instrumental guitar guys. He just happens to do it exceptionally better than most other people. His niche is just being better. You'll hear what I mean very shortly. This absolute classic shred masterpiece is called 80/20. Just the absolute confidence of every single note, doing some pretty intense articulation between the bends and the slides, or just different types of little nuances that so cleanly and quickly go to the next note. Ridiculous. And all of it tasteful. It's not overdone. Incorporating those double stops so cleanly and not using tropes of double stops. Holy crap. Whoa! Okay, I can make comparisons to like maybe Joe Satriani. I even heard maybe like hints of Dimebag in there, a few other guys sprinkled in as well. He does have his own voice, but just, man, in my opinion, he is exceptional at the articulation. His phrasing is just a step above the rest, man. Just so good. Every single moment is jam-packed with attitude. All attitude. And great riff writing in the track, too. Not even soloing. Just absolute destruction level 10,000 on that freaking riffs. I'm gonna get to some, like, absolute, like, ooh. Man, it's only a 4-minute song. It feels a little longer, but that's because the intensity is constantly ramped up. And somehow, throughout this entire track of always shredding, almost always shredding anyway, he manages to make the next part feel more intense than the last. How? Freaking how. He like hasn't shot his shot yet and he is already out shooting everyone else. The pacing. Articulation to find your own voice, and pacing to know how to let your voice guide the audience along with you. That's what it is. That's what it is, guys. The big lesson today. And then the other big lesson today is go find all of these artists. I'll have linked to their stuff in the description so you can check it out for yourself. You absolutely need to. These guys dominate. Again, if you like this video, please consider becoming a member. It would mean the freaking world to me. And let me know what kind of perks you want in the comments down below. Stay amazing, peeps. God bless. Love you.